So this is really where it all started. Fiona as a baby. We got her, we brought her home. Our first Great Dane. She's the one that made us fall in love with the breed. Little fella was her best friend. He was a Boston Terrier when we first got her. We had a couple Boston Terriers. And so those were her friends. She grew up with them in the beginning, and she was there to see little fella's golden days. She was a good friend to him. We had another one, Daisy, our other Boston Terrier that Fiona used to love to play with too. Um, Fiona used to go on vacations with us. That's her and her brother. And then she used to love to stand on the table and watch and scare the neighbors and play keep away with her sister in the winter. These are all fond memories that we have of her. And then we got our second Great Dane, which was Frankie. And that literally was her best friend her whole life. They did everything together. We moved to a different place with them, and they actually had puppies too. And then once we had Frank, we got Ellie. Everybody knows Ellie. She's still with us. We have since lost our Boston Terriers, but Fiona had a couple of litters her whole time. The first litter is funny because they said that she was only going to have 6 puppies and she had 11. And she had a hard time, so she had a C-section, but the puppies did awesome, and we still are in touch with some of these puppies out there. Bobo's in that picture right there. He's such a cutie. But Fiona really did a lot for us. So Fiona had a lot of friends in her life while we were here because we have a lot of Danes, and throughout all the Danes, she got along with everybody. This is her second litter with Zeklin and Farley, and she almost didn't make it out of there because she got so sick and had to have an emergency spay and stuff, but she made it through. She spent a week at Caves and made it back to us. This is her and her crew. She, like I said, she was hung out with everybody, and uh, so we've had a lot of friends. She's had a lot of friends along the way. And you can see her younger pictures, how skinny she was, and now, even in the end, she picked up weight, but she always was a part of like every day that came in. She did have her big birthday, 10 last year in May. We couldn't decide what hat she looks good in, so we put her in a bunch of different ones for her pictures. She didn't seem to mind because she knew there would be treats. She always played with some of the puppies that we kept. This was Penelope that was with us for a little bit of time, and we really enjoyed having Penelope. Fiona's favorite holiday was Halloween because she got good candy in the box. And there she is with Nala, that's her granddaughter. And there she is with Salem when he was a baby, and he would aggravate her and drive her nuts, and she would have a fit. This is them playing on the bed when Salem was little. She just at this point wanted to sleep because she's older in this one. This was within the last year, and she just wanted to sleep. And he always wanted to play because he was such a rambunctious kitten. But she would play with him, and I managed to capture this of when they're playing. He actually slipped between the mattress and through the footboard and fell off. But she just really wants to relax, and you can see like her paws were hurting her at that point. At that point she was on medication too. She has been for a little while now just to make sure she wasn't in pain. But this is her just being goofy, her little goofy self like she always was, and she was the best. And as she got older, she mostly just liked to look out the window and gaze and see what was going on. This is her favorite pastime of what she would do. And then if I caught her, she'd sit down. She's funny. But this is, in the end, it got hard for her, so we had to make the ultimate choice. And this is the last video I ever took of her. It was her with her 2 best friends, the Golden Girls, which was always Fiona, Ellie, and Eva. Ebby's also retired too, but these guys are older than Ebby. But Fiona really has a hard time running around, but this was actually, they all felt good that day and they all wanted to play. And this normally never happens of them playing. So Eva even wanted to play, but she knew like if Fiona like got huffy with her, she just kind of backed down. Fiona's not aggressive, never has been. She's just playing here. All three of them were. Ellie too. And Eva knows her rank. She knows she's below them, so she respects that, and you could tell even when she played how gentle she was with the older girls. So they really were sweet, and we will miss our girl. They all will miss her. It's amazing how many lives she touched. But her family came over to see her, to say goodbye. We just, her brother, and we have she has human siblings, and even in the end, we were with her. Her little favorite human was there feeding her cheeseburgers, and she was pretty happy. She was peaceful, and I believe now she's with her buddy Frank. So until we see you again, Fiona, we love you.